Now we are live. Hey, what's going on? Happy Thursday, family. How we
Happy
doing?
Thursday.
It's a beautiful Thursday. Tomorrow, Good Friday, right?
I think it is.
I
Yeah.
believe it is. All right, so tomorrow's Good Friday. Got the holiday, guys. I hope you
hmm
guys are healthy, happy, and just killing it in whatever you're doing. Uh, guys, Thursdays as usual. We don't plan on holding you, but we definitely got to give you some game, right?
hmm
And in the description, if you read it, we today what we're going to talk about is mobile home repairman, handyman, aka contractors, whatever you want to call them. Okay, they are very important and critical. Okay, to,
Very.
to our business. So we definitely wanted to talk about that briefly. So before we get into it, I just want to give a shout out to you guys for watching and taking the steps to be a better investor, right? So kudos to you
hmm
guys for that. Um, yes, first of all, we got some people on. Chime in, let me know where you're checking in from, what part of the country you at. Um, talk to us, guys. I know
Where
it's
you at?
Thursday. I
Where you
know it's been
coming from?
a real long week. But that's the part of being a mobile home investor, an investor, period, a business person, period, right?
Yeah.
You got to work. A lot of people think it's not, you retire when you like quit your job, but it's not the case. Retiring and leaving your 9 to 5 are two totally different things, right? So I'll be retiring soon, but in the meantime, I'm head down working,
Working.
head down working. So where do I start with my mobile home handyman? All right, I'll tell you what. Let's start at the beginning, right? So first things first. A lot of us, when we get into this business, we have an idea of who we can get to work on our project, right?
hmm
If that's the play, or who we can get to walk and give us a price, a scope of work. And I'm hoping that majority of the time that works out for us, but that's not all the time, and myself included, right?
hmm
So let's talk about how do we determine if a handyman, repairman, contractor is a good fit for what we have going on. Okay. So I'll give you a couple red flags. And this is me, my opinion. Everybody runs their business totally different. And I'm not opposed to any other way. I just know the way I do mine, right?
hmm
If I'm on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, wherever, Angie's List, whatever, looking for a mobile home repair person, right?
hmm
If they if they say, "Oh well," you talk to them, and of course you got to get estimates, right? That's how it starts. You want to know how much they're going to charge to do the work.
hmm
If that repair person, contractor, handyman says, "Oh, that's X amount of miles or an hour, 2 hours out," I'm gonna charge you for the estimate. A couple red flags there, right?
hmm
The first red flag is if they say it's too far. It's if they say it's so far that they have to charge you for an estimate, then trust me, it's going to be issues if you
Yep.
do hire them for the job about the distance.
Yep. Absolutely.
That I can't stress that enough. So for me, if we have issues from the gate as far as oh that's too far or they say they're gonna show up and don't show up, nope, it won't work. And just because the reason I just stated, if they're saying it's too far to go and give an estimate,
hmm
think about how many times they'll potentially have to drive back and forth for the repair. Now, if you got something that's
Exactly.
a day repair, it should take you a day, maybe. but I don't pay for estimates. I'm sorry. If I'm going to give you a job, and this job will lead to other jobs because we in a network, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all use each other for resources and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put your name, I'm gonna put your number out there in rotation. Sometimes you gotta put skin in the game first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first red flag, right? And then the second one would be if they're gonna charge you for the estimate, they're probably gonna overcharge you for the job, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, People who deal with mobile home investing, repair people, they understand that it's certain things that you can do in a mobile home that'll save you money
Mm-hmm.
that you necessarily wouldn't do in a typical traditional brick and mortar, right? So
Exactly.
you can't just get anybody, and I guess this will lead me to my next point. You can't just get anybody to work on your mobile home. Now, I've
Nope.
seen instances where you might start investing with a family member or associate, friend, whatever, and that other person, they know they're handy, right? They could put a floor down, they could paint, they could do this. Now, if they're willing to learn, right? If they're willing to, and if you're willing to, take the time and teach them, that's a totally different story. But like I said, if you're on Facebook, Instagram, Craigslist, and you talking to these contractors, mobile home repair people, and this is the very first time you meeting them, and they
Mm-hmm.
already got issues, it's
Got them.
no. I'm
It's a
telling
wrap.
you,
That will
save
cost you
yourself,
money.
save yourself the money, the time, and most importantly, the headache. It is a headache, okay? It is a headache. So we have to be careful with that. I know we fighting against the clock. You got lot rent. You want to flip it. You want to add to your portfolio. All these instances where time is money. But understand that sometimes if you don't recognize or take heed to the red flags, it'll cost you more time and money in the end.
Yep.
Okay, trust me. Trust me. Another tip for contractors: just because they are the lowest price doesn't mean they're the people to go to.
Mm.
I'm telling you, it's listen, this world is competitive, right? And people understand that. And people, particularly, these handyman, these mobile home specialists, handyman, they can tell rookies, they can tell somebody who doesn't have experience. And I've had some people quote some of my mentees $25,000, and I'm like, it's no way, no way, it's no way. It's a mobile home, 14 by 70. It's no way. So, and I also had some quote them like 3,000, and I'm like, dude, well, three, that's three grand. That sound good, when you plug it in your numbers,
Yeah.
that sound good. But if they're bidding 3 grand, it's just a headache. All right. Now, it might be the case, but what you do is you take that bid, say thank you, appreciate it, and you make sure you get at least three.
Yeah.
At least three bids on that job. At least three. Get a feel for the people. If you can be in the park with them, I suggest you do that. Get a feel for them, talk to them, look them in the eye, shake their hand, hold a conversation with them, and let them, give you their vibe that you get off of them, because these it's a dog eat dog world out there,
It
okay?
is.
And we want to protect ourselves and protect our investments, okay? So when you're dealing with these handymen, these mobile home repair people, contractors, we got to be careful and we got to do our due diligence. All right, we have to. And also, don't get so pressed, right? And what I mean is, don't be like, oh, okay, I got to get it done. I got to get it done. Yeah, I got 2 weeks, for a lot rent is due or whatever the case may be. I mean, you could be pressed in your office, your own space, right behind closed doors, but don't let that show because it's kind of a poker match, right? You want the
Mhm.
lowest price at the, you want the best quality at the lowest price, right? So negotiate that, but at the same time, be ready to walk away because if you do what I said, now you got at least two other bids, right?
Yep.
All right. So understand that. Understand your leverage. Understand what's important. Understand that if you mess this up, if you fuck this up, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you, and not even the money. It's just so frustrating and time consuming to deal with this. So if you have the time, this is actually honestly what I suggest you do, and this is game right here, guys. Write this down.
Write it down.
If you're gonna deal with a mobile home repair person, contractor, whatever, contract them job by job in the beginning, right? Because if you say, okay, I just want you to start with the roof, flex seal the roof. Once they do that, now you can assess their work, assess where they're there on time. Did they do what they said they were going to do? How
Hmm.
much was the price? You know, how much was the labor price? So now you can actually look other places and see, okay, did he or she overcharge me? Did they, whatever. All right, now, all right, that's a good job. Boom. Okay, I tell you what, Greg, let's go next to electrical. If they do electric, let's go to plumbing. Okay.
Hmm.
So you contract these guys job by job so you don't have yourself all in and they'll quit on you. They'll
Hmm.
take your money and won't answer the phone. They'll pick up another job and put yours on the back burner. Okay. They'll sell your materials. It's just a lot of things you got to watch out for. And you have to uh, be patient, thorough when you're dealing with these mobile home repair people.
Hmm.
Okay. So I just hate to see, situations going bad. And they don't have to. You know, again, in the beginning, be transparent and let them know exactly what you're looking for. And if they show you a red flag, believe
Believe
them.
it. Believe it.
Believe them. Believe 'em. I'm telling you. Save yourself a lot of money because that's what we in it for. Stress and headaches. Okay. Because man, and if you trust the process, you will find someone. You will find someone you groove with, you click with, and it'll be awesome. Okay, it'll get to the point where that mobile home repair person will be able to say, "Hey, I know Burkett could use this toilet at some point. I see it for $20. I'm gonna grab it."
Hmm.
That's the relationship you're building for. But again, with every relationship, it doesn't happen overnight, right? You have to get to know this person, get a feel for them. It's the same thing with your mobile home repair person. You have to get a feel for them and see how they operate and make sure they mesh with how you operate. Okay. So yeah, guys, we gotta protect ourselves when dealing with these, repairs for the mobile homes. It's still lucrative. It's still a lot of meat on the bone, but we just have to be tactical and intentional when we doing things. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So guys, that's pretty much it, as far as the contract. And just if you follow those steps, okay, first recognize and acknowledge and believe the red flags. Okay. If they talking about charging you for estimate, if they talking about it's too far, oh, it's far, but I guess I'll do it. Nope, nope, nope. You
Nope.
lost. You lost me. If they say they're gonna be there at 8 o'clock and they don't call you, the communication is bad, but they show up at 9:15. Nope, 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 nope,
Nope.
nope. Because that's gonna happen later. Okay, get you three bids, get you three estimates on the job, at least three from three different people. Okay, and what I could do, this is another pro tip. I'll have them schedule it so when one's leaving, the other one is coming, sees the one leaving. Make sure
Mm.
you guys bump into each other. Happened today. Make sure I don't care. This is business. And I want you to know that it's competition out here. Like, I don't have to go to your bid. I don't have to, you know what I mean, just accept you and whatever you say. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? All right, so we got our 3 bids, and then if we can, let's do our projects, our rehabs, guts on a contract by contract basis. And what I mean is, okay, let's just contract this person to do the roof. All right, now we that went well. Okay, now you move them to the next thing, to the next phase. Okay, if there's another phase. So, guys, start them off small. Don't give them the whole project right away, and just and be resilient. I mean, if you have to go through 5, 6, 10 mobile home repair people, so be it. Because all you
Mm-hmm.
need is one good one, okay,
Yep.
and that'll lead you to more, and it'll get you better and more versed and more experience in this space. Okay. So,
Yep.
any questions, any comments, any concerns? I know that was a mouthful, but I just it's just one of those things, guys. I really care. I want you guys to be successful and not have to go through all the headaches, bumps, and bruises that I did if you don't have to. All right. So I hope we learned something this Thursday. Guys, if you don't have any questions, then drop a 1 in the chat if you learned something today. If I was valuable to you today, please drop that 1 in the chat or ask a question We're here for it. Appreciate you guys tuning in to us.
Always.
Let's get it.
Let's get this
Let's,
bag.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So it looks like we all good, guys. So okay. I'm budget for fixing it. All in budget for fix and flip. Okay, I
That's what
think
I'm
you
getting.
asked him how much is the all in budget for a fix and flip. If that if that's what you asking, then that all depends on location. Um, but I will honestly say, man, like you could do a lot of things in a mobile home, bro. I mean everything, right? I don't like to go over 10,000. Now, so, hey, don't you ain't gotta don't text and drive, bro. I got you. I got you. Be safe, man. We want you to get to where you're going.
Absolutely.
Sure. So, but yeah, man, I would say for me, I'm all in 10K.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but again, I don't do any of my work. It's just better for me to contract those things out and go from there. But I'm trying to keep it under 5 to 7, honestly. But at the same time, it's depending on what I'm doing. Like today, I was looking at a couple of Airbnb, and I'm like,
Mm.
man, I gotta make these pop, right? So I gotta put some recessed lights in them, right? I gotta absolutely, bro. Yeah, just click the link in my bio, bro. Book a call. Yeah, for sure. Or hit my inbox, whatever. Yep. Of course we can talk.
Yeah, definitely get them on a call.
For sure. For sure. But
Definitely
yeah,
help you
man,
out.
the Airbnb play, that rehab look different than the buy and hold play. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna fudge our numbers there. But with Airbnb, man, I'm excited. I'm
Money to be
excited.
made.
Oh my goodness. So absolutely.
Know a
Absolutely.
guy who's doing 30K a month through his Airbnbs in the affordable home space.
I could believe that.
30K a month.
I can believe that for sure. For sure. Airbnb is crazy. But yeah, so if you're doing an Airbnb rehab, you might want you're gonna do a little extra. You're gonna go, put a little bit more in there. Yeah, bro. It's, and that's what I'm saying. I'm late to the game. Honestly, one of my students, he put me up on it, and I was like, let me look into this. And I was like, I started doing some research. Like, oh my god, they rent for $95 a night. I could go $75. You do the math. So
Yep.
it's definitely there for the taking, man. And we just gotta think outside the box,
Yep.
and conquer fear. Don't be afraid. Like, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, my team people be mad at me for saying this, but if the shit don't work, fuck it. You try again, do something else. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there, you know. So guys, real quick, I'm glad she jumped on. So Rachel Annie, that is part of the team. So if she contacts you in your inbox or if you want to, schedule a call or something like that, you absolutely can go through her. It's not spam or anything. She's legit. She's part of the team.
Yep.
Definitely don't be afraid or think it's scammy when you see her. She is legit. That's who I got on the screen. Rachel Annie Aniston. She's part of Burkett First Class. So please, 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 you can reach out to her if you can't get me, and it's all good. She's saying hello to everybody. So yes, we are growing, scaling, and we just trying to help more people as fast as we can. So
Hmm.
let's get it. Let's get it. That's a great question, though, Twan. Great question. Any more questions, guys? Anything else? I'd love to talk mobile homes.
And guys, I always like to share a story about the Airbnb. Some people maybe like nobody's going to rent a mobile home like when they can stay in a hotel or Airbnb, a condo. Da 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 da. The story behind Airbnb is this: it was some guys who couldn't pay their bills. They lived in San Francisco, so there was a big political convention in town, and all the hotels were booked. So they got the idea to rent out their air mattress and then treat them to Obama O's cereal for breakfast. Get it, air mattress, B&B bed and breakfast. And that's how Airbnb got started. These dudes were literally renting out their air mattress in California, probably the bougiest state in the country. And now they are a $1 billion company. So, guys, I'm telling you, Airbnb in the mobile home space is definitely untapped. It can be very lucrative.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna leave you with this, guys. Think about the Airbnb. Think about when you stay in an Airbnb, right? Because when I stay in Airbnb, the only thing I kind of want to be left alone. I don't want a lot of traffic. I don't want a lot of riffraff. I want to
That
be like
too.
tucked off, clean, how clean, safe, right? So mobile parks, that's pretty much what they are. They're normally tucked off, right? Where probably 20, 30 minutes from where the place to be. Location is everything with those. But you ain't gonna get a lot of that riffraff and extra stuff, so just be mindful of where you setting the Airbnb up, and mobile homes will do it. If they'll sleep on the air mattress, they'll sleep their ass in the mobile home.
Yep.
Okay.
You got to remember, guys, there's still people who are concerned about COVID. I know the country is opening back up for the most part, but there's people who are still concerned. So they don't want to be in high traffic areas.
Yes. They might drive a little bit more. Yep. So guys, I'm telling you, it's big. Twan, we I got you, bro. We gonna talk, and I'm absolutely, I see your comment about the parts. We gonna make it work. So
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Empty parts could be dollar signs.
Absolutely.
Definitely get on that call.
No doubt about it. We gonna talk. We ain't gonna, like I said, I hit you on the DM, bro. I'm about to actually drop my son off at the airport in a little bit. So spring break. So yes, man. Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate you guys jumping on. Talking
Always.
to us, interacting. It's a pleasure as usual, guys. For sure. If you guys want some topics or want me to talk about some stuff, shoot me a DM. Let me know, guys. I'm open for it. We are here to help, no doubt about it. No questions asked. So let's get it, guys. Get money. All right. With
Get
that
that
said, you
money.
guys have an awesome Thursday. Happy Good Friday. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on the other side.
Have a good one.
Peace.